Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's continue the translation statement. And I'm in class 11, chapter 5, bank reconciliation statement, page number 157. Right. So today we will discuss about some more basics, right? Because we should be strong enough in our basics. And there are some fill in the blanks, which, okay, I'm in page number 155. Let's complete this fill in the blanks to understand the concepts better. Okay. Passbook is a exercise to 1, right? Passbook is a copy of dash as it appears in the ledger of the bank. What is a passbook? What does it mean? Passbook is a copy of dash as it appears in the ledger of the bank. Passbook is a copy of customer balances because that is what it shows. What is the balance that each and every customer has as it appears in the, it's basically from the bank's point of view, it is a creditors. So passbook is a copy of creditors ledger as it appears in the ledger of the bank. 2. Let me write the answers also here. 1. Copy of credit balances, right? Or customer balance. Customer balance. What's the next one? When money is withdrawn from the bank debits the account of the customer. For bank is concerned, all the customers who were having a credit balance. So bank for bank, every customer is a creditor because the bank who owes the money to the customer, whatever that is deposited. So when a money is withdrawn from the bank, it is debit the customer, right? Because the bank is reducing its credit balance, right? So when money is withdrawn from the bank, normally the passbook will have a credit balance, right? Passbook will have a credit balance. So when money is withdrawn from the bank debits the account of the customer. Third, normally the cash book shows a debit balance, passbook shows a credit balance. Because from the cash book point of view, we have when we have cash balance, it is called a debit balance. We have discussed about this in the basics of accounting chapter. Debit what comes in cash is always a debit balance, right? And balance in the bank column of the cash book will have an, normally the cash book shows a debit balance, passbook shows a credit balance. 4. Favorable balance as per cash book means debit balance. Favorable balance in cash book means debit balance. In the bank column of the cash book, yes. Next one is, if the cash book balance is taken as starting point, the items which make the cash book balance smaller than the passbook must be items that makes, if the cash book balance is taken as starting point, we are taking cash book balance as a starting point, right? Items which make the cash book balance smaller than the passbook must be dash for the purpose of reconciliation added. Why the cash book balance will be smaller? Because there can be a checks issued but not presented for payment, right? If a check issued to a supplier or to an employee, etc., the cash book balance, the bank column of the cash book will come down, will reduce the balance, but the passbook will show a higher balance because the check is still not deposited by the supplier or the employee into the bank. So we have to add. Hope you understand. Let me explain one more time. if the passbook if the cash book balance is taken as the starting point, the items which make the cash book balance smaller than the passbook must be added. Because if we are taking cash book as the starting point, we have to arrive at the balance as per passbook, right? We have to add checks issued not presented so that it equals the passbook. Next one is, if the passbook shows a favorable balance and if it is taken as a starting point, we are taking bank passbook as a starting point for the purpose of bank reconciliation statement, then checks issued but not presented for payment should be dashed to find the cash balance. It should come down because we are taking passbook balance as the basis. We are taking and we are arriving at the cash book balance. Okay, in cash book the balance will be lower because we have already issued the checks to the supplier by reducing the balance. Now we have to arrive at the balance as per cash book, so reduce the balance in the passbook. Here in this case we are taking the passbook balance as a starting point, arriving at the cash book balance. So where the cash book balance is lower because checks is issued to the supplier and we have reduced the balance in the cash book. So to arrive at the cash book balance, less, right? So the answer is should be deducted or reduced. 7. When the checks are not presented for payment, favorable balance as per the cash book is dash than that of the cash passbook is lesser. When checks issued are not presented, we have reduced the balance in the cash book, right? Whereas the passbook balance is higher, right? So the cash book balance is lesser than that of the passbook. Checks issued, let's take this, checks issued, right? Come down, cash book balance comes down. Not presented, so the passbook balance will be higher. Once it is presented, and then only the passbook balance will come down. Till it is not presented, the passbook balance will be higher. So the cash book balance will be lower than that of the passbook. When a banker collects the bills and credits the passbook overdraft shows reduced balance, right? When a banker collects the bills and credits the account, when there is a bank overdraft balance, it means there is a debit balance in the bank, right? When the banker collects checks on behalf of us and then credits it to our bank account, it will show a lesser balance. Overdraft will come down, right? Let's read the question one more time. When a banker collects the bills and credits the account, passbook overdraft shows reduced balance. Next one, if the overdraft as per the passbook is taken as the starting point, the checks issued but not presented are to be dashed in the bank reconciliation statement. Concept remains same, students. Whatever be the pattern, concept still remains the same. If the overdraft as per passbook is taken as the starting point, right? We're having a, let's have this, bank passbook overdraft means negative balance, right? Overdraft. Cash book. So if there is already an overdraft of 1000 rupees, if the overdraft as per passbook is taken as a starting point, okay, this is the opening balance, this is the starting point. The checks issued but not presented are to be dashed in the bank reconciliation statement. Checks issued will reduce the balance in cash book, right? So it means that, I'll not say cash book, bank column of cash book. It will reduce the checks issued means it will reduce the balance means even in bank column of cash book there is an overdraft, right? So it will increase the overdraft. When they say reduce the bank balance, it means it increases the overdraft. So there will be more overdraft in cash book than what is there in the passbook, right? We are arriving at the, we have to arrive at the balance as per the cash overdraft. So we have to add. So it means that add to the overdraft. Add to the overdraft. See, overdraft is negative balance, right? We have withdrawn more than what actually we are supposed to, what we have deposited. Similarly, in the cash book bank column, the balance cash book should bank column and cash book should show a debit balance. Now it is showing a credit balance, and we have issued more check by increasing the credit to more, right? Now the credit is more, check is still not issued, presented for payment. Add. The concept remains same. There is no change in the concept whether there is a debit balance or a credit balance. The concept remains same, right? Next one. When the passbook balance is taken as the starting point, items which makes the passbook balance dash than the balance in the cash book must be deducted for the purpose of reconciliation. Can we read it one more time? When the passbook balance is taken as the starting point, we are taking passbook balance as a starting point, right? Items which makes the passbook balance less than the balance as in the cash book must be deducted for the purpose more than the balance. Yeah, when the passbook balance is taken as the starting point, from which we're taking passbook balance as a starting point, we have to arrive at the cash book. Balance in the cash book must be deducted for the purpose of reconciliation. Why we have to deduct the balance in the cash book? It means that, let me read one more time. Okay, we have to again understand the questions. The questions can be sometimes tricky, but it is easy to understand. When the passbook balance is taken as the starting point, it means that we are taking the passbook balance as the starting point. So I'll take like what it takes, like the passbook balance. So let's get this clear. When the passbook balance is taken as the starting point, items which makes the passbook balance more than the balance in the cash book must be deducted for the purpose of reconciliation. If the passbook balance shows more than the cash book balance, and we are arriving the balance as per cash book, so we have to deduct, right? So hope this is fill in the blanks are clear. I want to touch base on one more basic concept, like there can be four scenarios. One is four scenarios. One is debit balance as per cash book. Two, overdraft or credit balance as per cash book. Third scenario is credit balance as per passbook. And four is debit balance as per passbook. Right? This is a favorable balance. This is a favorable balance. This is a favorable balance. This is unfavorable. And this is again an unfavorable balance. This is an unfavorable balance. Okay, let's take one more time. Let's take a credit balance. Why bank balance passbook shows a credit balance? Because for bank they have to repay the money what has been deposited by the depositors. So as far as bank is concerned, all the customers are who has deposited money are creditors, where they have to get the money, where they have to pay the money. Any overdraft balance in passbook is the bank has to recover that money. So for bank, they are all debtors. So from bank's point of view, any debit balance shows a bank overdraft because bank has to get that money. Again, from bank's point of view, any depositor will have a credit balance because bank has to pay the money back. Think from the point of view of bankers. Passbook will always show the balance as per the bankers, as per the bank books, as per the bank records. So for bank records, all the depositors are creditors because they have to pay the money back to the customers. All the overdraft persons are debtors. They have to get the money back, right? Similarly, when we have a debit balance in the in the bank column of cash book, it means that we are having a favorable balance, right? The bank has to give that money to us. When we have a credit balance in bank column of past cash book, it shows that we have to pay the money to the bank. So that is an unfavorable balance. So debit balance as per cash book and credit balance as per passbook are favorable balances. Overdraft or credit balance as per cash book and debit balance as per passbook are unfavorable balance. Just understand this concept, and if you want you can by heart this also, but the concept of whatever that we discussed about timing difference or errors of posting, it's all remains same. It doesn't make any difference. The concept still remains same. Only the balances will change basis this four scenarios what I have mentioned here, right? Go through this and let me know if you have any questions or clarifications. You can send an email to me at babupriya@mail.com, or you can always post your comments or your requirements or feedbacks onto the comment section in the video. Okay, let me know for any queries or clarifications. We will go through more number of questions and solutions in the subsequent classes. Thank you friends and have a great day.